Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Vedic Astrologer. My name is Rajat Kapoor. Today in this video, I am going to talk about the most important transit of the month of August and mid of September. This is the transit of Sun. Yes, Sun is entering its own house, its own sign of Leo on 17th of August, and it is going to stay in the sign of Leo till about 17th of September. This is quite an important transit for everyone. And in case you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell icon and keep yourself up to date with all the upcoming transit videos and Vedic astrology videos that I continue to make for you. In case you wish to book a personalized consultation with me, you can check out the link to my website in the comment section and how you can reach out to me. Sun is getting into its happiest state. We are the most happy, most comfortable when we are home. So Sun is entering its own sign of Leo. This transit happens only once a year, so it is our opportunity to make the most of this transit. In this video, I am going to talk about how this transit is going to impact on all 12 ascendants. But before that, some important general aspects of this transit and how it is going to have an impact on us. Let's understand what Sun is. Sun is all about power. It is about authority. Sun also demonstrates fame. Sun is closely associated or signifies father. It is the creator of everyone. All our souls have been created by the Sun. It is also the significator of the soul. That is why Sun is considered the Karaka of the first house. Considering the same reason, Sun rules our vitality, it rules our immunity. It plays a very important role in supporting it. Sun is about resources, it is the resource giver. It is also about initiation and lineage. Sun is definitely the king of all planets. It is the natural Atmakaraka. Now let's understand what fifth house or the sign of Leo represents. This house or sign is all about Purva Punya, which means that it is about the future, which is very well linked or connected to the past and present karmas that you have. Since it's about future, it is also about children and your upcoming generations. It is the most progressive house of all the 12 houses. This is where the king sits. It represents Rajya or the kingdom. Fifth house or the sign of Leo is also considered the house of mantras. This is where mantras originate, and this house is extremely supportive for us to understand whether these mantras will work for us or not. This house is also about creativity and speculation of all forms. Now, this is the natural fifth house lord in the natural fifth house of the zodiac sign, which means it is a very important transit because this should play a very important role in future progress, wealth related matters. The plans which we've been making, it is an appropriate and an excellent time to put those plans into action for your better future. I call it the most progressive transit of the year because of certain connections which Sun is making during this transit. Firstly, Sun is sharing a mutual aspect with Saturn, which is currently retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, and Saturn has a very greater focus on the sign of Leo, which is 7 from itself during this retrograde time. Sun is the father, Saturn is his child. Though they both share a inimical relationship, but when they come in mutual aspect, it means a lot. Sun is the king and Saturn is the kingmaker, and during this transit the important mutual aspect is giving us a message that it is time to put discipline and stay organized in the things that you do. Rise up early, stay disciplined in anything that you do, and if you do that, success is guaranteed. We need to make the most of these energies for our better future, not only just today, for months to come from now. Sun also receives a fifth aspect from Jupiter. Sun and Jupiter share a friendly relationship, and whenever Sun and Jupiter come in any sort of connection, it creates a royal yoga, or it is about royal lineage. Jupiter's aspect on Sun gives boost to education, gives rise to continuous learning and upskilling. So this could be quite a good time. And thirdly, most importantly, Buddha or Mercury is going to be conjoined with Sun. because Mercury is going to go retrograde in the coming days, and Sun and Mercury are going to form a very powerful Budh Aditya Yoga in the sign of Leo, where Sun has a greater influence and is being supported by Mercury. Saturn being there, which is about discipline, Jupiter, which is about knowledge and wisdom, and Mercury, which is about intelligence and management. There could not be a better time to learn, upskill, share your wisdom with others, get yourself a mentor, and at the same time stay very much disciplined towards your work, towards your daily routine in terms of whatever you're doing. Make the most of these energies. At a mundane level, the riches of the world, the royals of the world, political leadership, country leadership, several leaders are going to face some sort of transformation during this transit. It is highly likely. Whether it will be positive, whether it will be negative, depends on several other factors. There could be important decisions that are made which will have an impact for the next 3 to 4 years during this time. Sun and Mercury's connection during this transit means that you need to put your efforts and fix your daily routine in order to gain wealth, because 5th house in the sign of Leo plays a very important role in terms of wealth related matters, in terms of increasing your wealth now so that you can be supported for the near future. Now, from a nakshatra point of view, on 17th of August, Sun is also going to be transiting in Magha Nakshatra, and it is going to stay in Magha Nakshatra till 30th of August. Magha Nakshatra is ruled by Ketu, and during this time, wherever the sign of Scorpio is in your chart, is going to demonstrate positive results. On 31st of August, Sun is going to make a transit in Purva Falguni Nakshatra, which means more or less towards the end of Sun's transit in the sign of Leo. Purva Falguni Nakshatra is ruled by Venus or Shukra. During this time, wherever the sign of Pisces is in your chart, that house is going to demonstrate some sort of positive results. Now, please make a note of these important dates when Sun is extremely powerful. From 17th of August till 20th of August, Sun is going to be in Aries Navamsha, which means it's exalted Navamsha. Sun being in the sign of Leo and in the Navamsha of Aries is extremely powerful. And the other date which is again important is from 31st of August till 3rd of September, Sun is Vargottama, which means in Navamsha it is in the sign of Leo. These two dates are extremely important and an opportunity for all of us to make the most of this transit. The energies indicate that they are pure blessings of Sun or Surya Devata. During this time, chant mantras related to Surya or Sun, offer water to the Sun, worship Shiva, use Shiva mantras, because Sun is making a transit in the actual 5th house. Even if you chant a simple Om Namah Shivaya, it should be very good for you. During these dates, you need to make certain important decisions that could be related to yourself, your wealth. You take some steps now to have a better future for yourself and your family. You could potentially have new, enriching and exciting beginnings. From a nakshatra point of view, this transit for Sun is activating the 4th cycle. What is 4th cycle all about? It is all about happiness, your comforts, homeland and your mother, building a connection there, doing something for your homeland and thinking of doing those things which make you feel happy, which make you feel content, which gives you inner peace and satisfaction. This transit very well supports a joyful environment around yourself if you make the most of it, and I hope you do that. Now let's talk about how this transit is going to have an impact on all 12 ascendant signs or the moon signs. From a physical point of view, you can relate it to the ascendant signs, and more from a mental point of view, your mind, you can associate this transit from your moon sign. Let's start with Aries ascendants. For Aries, Sun is the 5th lord and it is making a transit in the 5th house itself, which means it is creating a very important yoga which is related to your future and wealth related matters. Sun from here is going to make a 7th aspect of desire to your 11th house in a mutual aspect with your 11th lord Saturn. Sun desires you to put your focus, your energy, your resources in action to create opportunities for gain, because that is what 11th house indicates. It indicates gains. 5th house is all about progression. It's about future. It is about planning. So this could be an opportunity for you to create not only one but multiple sources of gains or income that could be extremely supportive for your future. This is also a time when Sun wants you to expand your network, build your network. The key message of this transit, when your fifth lord is making a transit in the fifth house, is to put your focus on progression. This is where you need to move. In case you already have a well-placed Sun in your chart, or if Sun, Saturn or Jupiter is anyway connected to your ongoing dasha, you could do amazingly well during this transit. One advice that I give to all Aries ascendants is, during this month, worship Shiva every day. Use mantras to really elevate that positive environment around you, to get good energies so that you can make certain decisions. Rise up early in the morning. Avoid being in the bed till late in the day, or I would say if you can rise around the sunrise time, that could be extremely beneficial for you during this time. Sun also demands you to stay away from indulgence during this period and focus more on a balanced routine or a balanced approach. Connect with your children in case you have, or pursue some creative tasks, because resources are favorable for you and you can use these innovative methods or your creativity at your workplace. Growth is guaranteed if you take these steps. During this transit, your 8th house is going to be extremely positive and your 12th house is going to be extremely positive, which means that this is time for putting your spiritual goals and practices for your own transformation. An excellent time to learn Jyotish or occult sciences as well, and to help those who need you the most during this time. Overall, it is an extremely positive transit for you and I hope you make the most of it. Let's now talk about Taurus ascendants. For Taurus ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 4th house and it is making a transit in the 4th house itself. From here, Sun is making a 7th aspect of desire in your 10th house. There's a very clear message that Sun has, that it desires you to fix your workplace culture or workplace environment, or the kind of opportunity that you're looking for, which could make you contribute to your potential in terms of the society, in terms of the outer world. It is time to act. There's no more wait. So put your acts together. Now, the natural 4th house is not the most comfortable position for Sun, because 4th house is opposite to the 10th house, where Sun gains directional strength or its digbali. 4th house, Sun has 0 direction. So the message is very clear for you to make your own direction. At times you might struggle, you might feel it challenging in terms of your happiness, in terms of your comfortable space, but it is time to really get out of that comfort zone and act in the outer world. Expand your horizon, interact with people, whether it's public, whether it is people at your workplace. It is about creating visibility in the kind of work that you are doing. You are the only one who will support yourself. Remember that. Sun is also giving you a message to build relationships with your mother or people back in your homeland, in case you live outside of the country or in case you live far away from your place of birth. It is time to build that connect. In case you're looking forward to making some real estate decisions or investment, check out your ongoing dasha and antardasha. This could possibly be a favorable time for these kind of transactions. You must not be complacent during this time. There would be a lot of efforts that Sun would demand for your own wellness. So this is something which you need to focus on. Exercising every day, eating right, and at the same time some spiritual practices or yoga sadhana can be extremely supportive for you at a mental level, so that you can progress well in the coming months. During this transit, your 3rd house and your 11th house are going to demonstrate positive results, which means that this could be a potential time to make short journeys. Your efforts would play an important role for your gains, so make use of that. Overall, I would say it is a mixed transit, but I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Gemini ascendants. For Gemini ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 3rd house and it is making a transit in the 3rd house itself. Now Sun does very well in the 3rd house, 6th house, 10th house and the 11th house from the matter of placement and also from the matter of its transit. From here, Sun is making an aspect to the 9th house. Sun desires you to focus on higher learning, dharma, lineage, be the messenger, be the advocate of your dharma, of what you believe is right, spreading awareness, sharing of knowledge, and also learning yourself, learning much more that you can think of, because this is a potentially favorable time. So you need to make the most of it. Sun during this transit is giving you a clear message that change is coming. What is the kind of change? It will depend on your ongoing Mahadasha, Antardasha. It could be change related to your work, it could be change in terms of relationship, it could be change in terms of your life. Sun can also be supportive in terms of resources if you do certain things that involves your hands. You can write a journal from your hands, you can lift weights in the gym from your hand, you can draw a picture or paint, you can do some sort of handwork in the kitchen itself. Make sure you do something or the other every day which uses your hands. Sun demands you to put more efforts towards your own learning and upskilling during this time, and at the same time share a lot with other people. You are likely to coach and mentor a number of people during this time, and these people will reach out to you because your 9th house is also very supportive during this time. Learning is inevitable. It depends on you how you manage that learning. It will come to you, so make sure you make good use of it for your own benefit. One thing that you need to be mindful of is in terms of channelizing certain aggression that you might develop during this time, and how well you channelize those energies, whether you put those energies at your work in terms of progressing yourself, making certain decisions, demonstrating that enthusiasm at your workplace, or you can use that energy in the gym or going out for a run or working out for your better health. During this transit, your 6th house and 10th house are likely to demonstrate positive results. Now both these houses are linked to job, so there could be some sort of good news at workplace, whether it could be in terms of change, whether it could be in terms of progression or better finances, would really depend on your ongoing dasha antardasha. Or if you're looking out for a new opportunity, this could be potentially an excellent time to make certain leads in this direction. Overall, it is a good transit. Make sure you do these remedies at the same time. I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Cancer ascendants. For Cancer ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 2nd house, and it is making a transit in the 2nd house itself. From here, Sun is aspecting the 8th house. Sun desires transformation. If you want abundance of resources to support your journey, you need to change yourself, you need to transform. You also need to be prepared for sudden changes in terms of certain actions or decisions in your life. So make sure you are prepared for it, and at the same time, if you are prepared, you will be very well able to cope up with it. This could also be a potentially favorable time to learn something that is hidden knowledge, occult sciences, astrology. So make use of doing some sort of research in these areas or other areas of your interest. Sun is giving a very clear message. It rules your 2nd house, which is about wealth, family, those who you would like to protect, and is making a transit in this house itself. So it is time for you yourself to put your focus on your family, on your close ones, and also on wealth related matters, certain decisions that you might want to make at this time that could protect you for your future. So this could be about potential savings or certain safe investments that you might want to make now for the protection of your wealth, so that you can feel safe and secured for your near future. This is also an excellent time to create additional source of income. If you are in a job or at your workplace, so there could be some news around incentives or around increment. That is quite likely if your ongoing dasha antardasha is supportive of this matter. One thing that you must be cautious about during this transit is what you eat. Food items related to Sun that helps you boost immunity. Make sure what you intake during this time, what you feed yourself. You just need to be cautious of it and avoid any kind of indulgence when it comes to food related matters, and have a very balanced diet which can help you make a balanced routine during this time. The other thing that you need to be mindful of is what you speak during this time. So make sure you consciously remain soft spoken to other people and not demonstrate any kind of aggression which you are likely to be during this time. In this transit, your 5th house and 9th house are going to experience and demonstrate positive results, which is extremely beneficial during this time. Future is supportive, learning is supportive, so is some sort of long distance journey or travel that could be quite fruitful for you. Overall, I would say it is a positive transit and I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Leo ascendants. For Leo ascendants, Sun becomes the Lagna Lord or the Lord of the Ascendant, and it is making a transit in your Ascendant itself. Sun is the Karaka for the first house. There is no doubt about saying that it is a positive transit for Leo ascendants, considering if your Dasha is supportive during this time. Sun is aspecting your 7th house. What does Sun desire? Sun desires you to put your focus, your resources, your energy and your commitment into your relationship. Sun demands loyalty during this time in your partnership, in your relationship or in your business. This could also be a potentially favorable time to start some kind of new work or a business opportunity. And also, if you're looking forward to getting married or having a relationship, this could be a potentially favorable time for you. Your first lord is making a transit in the first house. The ruler of yourself, your immunity, your body, your vitality, your overall personality is making this transit, which means a lot of focus, energy, enthusiasm you need to put in your own self in order to ensure that you become a better person, a much stronger personality during this time. Sun is all about authority, ego. So one of the things that you must do is, if you hold some kind of authority, make sure that you demonstrate humility at the same time and stay grounded. Take control of your ego. If that is there, channelize it in a positive direction. This could be a potentially favorable time for people to obtain some sort of leadership roles or position in case their ongoing dasha and conditions are supportive, or otherwise you can do a lot for other people in the society by helping others, by having a good command over people and supporting them to move in a positive direction. Sun is also the giver of fame. In case your dasha is supportive, you are likely to receive fame, recognition. This could be a potentially favorable time for all of these things. Make sure that you stay consistent in everything that you do. If you rise up in the morning, make sure that you're consistent. I'm not asking you to rise up at 4 a.m. in the morning, but even if you rise at 6 or 7, make sure you're up around the same time every day. Sun demands consistency when it is transiting in your ascendant. I would also advise all Leo ascendants that Sun is making a transit in your Lagna. Worship Lord Shiva every day, take his blessings, and any obstacles that are there, any delays that are there in terms of your work could be mitigated during this time with his blessings and support. During this transit, your 4th house and 8th house are likely to demonstrate positive results. This is an indication of learning something which is closely linked or associated to your own transformation. It will definitely open doors for certain spiritual practices. So it's up to you whether you'd like to make the most of it. Overall, it is a positive transit, and I hope that you make the most of this transit by following certain remedies which I have already shared with you. Good luck. Now let's talk about Virgo ascendants. For Virgo ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 12th house and it is making a transit in the 12th house itself. From here, Sun is aspecting the 6th house. Sun desires you to fix your daily routine, to focus a lot on competitive tasks and activities. Sun also demands greater focus on your job. So in case you're trying to apply for a new job, make sure you do things differently so that resources favor and support you. In case you're reaching out to people, have a different approach. In case you have a profile or a CV, make sure that it is very much aligned with what kind of job are you applying for. So it is about taking a step back and re-evaluating the things that you have been doing for your own self and for your job. The 12th lord, which is the lord of expenditure, sleep, spirituality, your higher self-consciousness is making a transit in this house. This is the kind of message which Sun is giving to you. Make sure you curtail or take control of your expenditure for your better future. Sun is also considered Maran Karaka in the 12th house. Now this is not extremely bad, but at the same time Sun loses some of its signification. So it demands you to take charge of some of the decisions that you're taking and don't just have a feeling that things will work and everything is good. So you need to be on the ground. You need to stay very active all the time for your own benefit. During this transit, your father or a father figure could be extremely supportive in what you're doing. Make sure that you reach out to your father or a father figure who could help you during this time. The other message from this transit is, and a remedy for yourself, donate to those who need. In case your position is supportive, in case your current condition is supportive, donate whatever is there in your capacity with a clean and a pure heart and intention. That is what matters during this time. During this transit, your 3rd house and 7th house are going to demonstrate positive results, which means that change is being supported by your partner, or your business can see some sort of change, and the efforts that you put are going to witness results. If not now, in a few months from now, you are definitely going to witness some sort of results. Overall, I would say that this is a mixed transit for Virgo ascendants, but I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Libra ascendants. For Libra ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 11th house of gains, your social network, your desires, competition, and it is making a transit in the 11th house itself. From here, Sun is making a 7th aspect of desire to the 5th house. Sun desires you to put your focus, your energy, your resources in future planning, future decisions, towards your children, towards creative tasks and pursuits. Sun wants you to progress in life, progress from where you are now and take a leap forward, because gains are supportive during this time. Your network is supportive during this time. Sun is considered good when it is making a transit in the 11th house or when it is placed in the 11th house itself. One of the things that you need to be mindful of is, particularly when it comes to friends and your network, take control of your ego, your overall personality, stay grounded, stay humble with the people. Don't let your ego come in the way of this helpful nature that you might develop during this time. Because if you do that, other people are going to support you in the coming future. There could also be some sort of workplace gain or recognition related to your job or your workplace or your business during this time. So make sure you put efforts. You might have to face certain competition, but then in case your ongoing dasha and antardasha is supportive, you are likely to surpass this competition. You're likely to emerge on a progressive path during this transit. Your 2nd house and 6th house are likely to demonstrate positive results. So there could be wealth related opportunities at your workplace, maybe an increment or some sort of recognition or financial gains, a secondary source of income. If you're thinking about something, make sure you make the most of it. Overall, I would say it is a positive transit with certain terms. If you follow some of these remedies which I have shared with you, it should be beneficial for you. I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Scorpio ascendants. For Scorpio ascendants, Sun is an important planet because Sun rules your 10th house. Your 10th house of career, your actions in the society, your job and the kind of work that you're doing, and it's making a transit in the 10th house itself. Sun also gains directional strength in the 10th house, which means there is blessings of Digpala Devata. It is extremely supportive. It is quite fortunate. From here, Sun is making a 7th aspect of desire to your 4th house. Sun desires you to take certain actions which can enhance your satisfaction, which can bring joy and happiness into your life, which can improve your relationship with the mother or your homeland, which could ensure that eventually where you are becomes a comfortable space for you. Initially, it might not be a comfortable space, but then you need to act accordingly. You need to consciously make certain decisions and get comfortable with the situation. Now, this transit in the 10th house in its own sign is quite supportive when it comes to job and work related matters or the actions that you do that are quite supportive. It is likely that you might play a big role in terms of making certain decisions at your workplace, which could give you some sort of progress in the coming weeks and months. There are likely chances of promotion, elevation, or a new exciting opportunity that should come your way pretty soon in case your ongoing dasha, antardasha are supportive of this. You need to take charge and take control of your ego, particularly at your workplace. Stay humble, be kind to the people at your workplace, listen to them. Establish good, credible relationships during this time because support from your seniors is quite likely during this transit. So it's upon you how you make the most of it. If you've got juniors at your workplace, make sure that you respect and you listen to them during this transit. There's no doubt about it that it is a progressive transit, quite supportive in terms of all work related matters, but then Only if you stay consistent, the things that you do on a day-to-day basis, demonstrate consistency, task after task, make sure that you remain committed to what you're doing. You put all your energy, attention, focus, and enthusiasm at your workplace for your own success. During this transit, your first house, which is your own ascendant, and your fifth house are likely to demonstrate positive results, which means that there is change for yourself in the future. There's going to be focus on yourself and your future. It is quite a progressive transit for you. It is a positive transit, and I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Sagittarius ascendants. For Sagittarius ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 9th house and it is making a transit in the 9th house itself. The ruler of your dharma, fortune, higher learning, spirituality, also long distance travel is making a transit in this house. Sun during this transit is aspecting your 3rd house. Sun definitely desires change. Sun desires some sort of short-term travel. It also desires you to get some blessings from your mentor or your guru, get some sort of knowledge, learn something from them. So you can put your efforts leveraging your utmost commitment in anything that you are doing during this transit. Sun is one of the significator or the karaka of the 9th house itself. So without a doubt, it is a positive transit, but it comes with certain terms. Sun wants you to focus on your higher learning during this time. Especially when there is Buddh Aditya Yoga that is happening in your 9th house, make sure that you learn something for your own progression. Because if you learn, fortune favors you. Fortune is going to be extremely supportive during this time. You're also likely to share your knowledge. Do not shy away. Do not hesitate from doing it. Because if you do it, you are going to sow the seeds of massive results for your own progression in the near future. Those who are looking forward to moving abroad, traveling abroad for either work or for the matters of permanent settlement, if it is long distance, this could be potentially favorable time because resources are supportive during this transit. So you can initiate some sort of paperwork and hopefully it should support you in case your dasha is favorable during this time. Sun also wants a balanced spiritual routine during this time. Rise up, do your prayers, chant your mantra. If not, then do yoga, sadhana, meditation, or go out for a walk or a run. Stay active during this time. You need to make sure that the first 1 or 2 hours for your day are for your own well-being. So plan accordingly, and it will have a direct impact at your workplace because you'll be able to make better decisions, you'll be able to demonstrate energy, you'll be able to connect well with people. During this transit, another thing that you have to be cautious of is to listen to others' views, opinions, and be less critical about it. Listen to them, try to understand, and have a very non-judgmental approach towards your own opinions. If you want to express it, make sure that you do it in a much collaborative manner, because when you listen to others, others would listen to you. During this transit, your 12th house and 4th house are likely to demonstrate positive results. So which means there is support from people in your homeland. There is also support from people outside of your homeland or foreigners. This is also an excellent time to increase your self-consciousness, build your awareness, understand your strengths, and try to use them, your top talents, your top strengths, to the best of your potential. Overall, I would say it is a positive transit, and make sure that you make the most. Also increase your spiritual practices. I wish you the very best. Now let's talk about Capricorn ascendants. For Capricorn ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 8th house of transformation, sudden change, longevity, occult sciences, hidden knowledge, deep secrets. It is a very mysterious house, and it is making a transit in the 8th house itself. From here, Sun is aspecting your 2nd house. Sun desires through its 7th aspect for you to focus on your family, those who you would like to protect, and also what you consume, what you eat. You must be mindful and careful of it. Sun also demands additional sources of wealth or income that can support yourself and your family and build a better future. Sun is one such planet or graha that stays pretty much neutral in the 8th house. Sun is giving a clear message that your transformation is in your hands. You are likely to face unexpected changes. So make sure at a mental level you are prepared for it. You need to do things that are associated to your ascendant, that is Saturn. Discipline, hard work, having a good clean environment around you. This is an excellent time to declutter, clean up your house, organize things, give away those things that you don't need to either charity or to someone who might need it, and stay committed and consistent to whatever you're doing during this time. You would be extremely supported. Sun also demands you to focus on research with regards to your interest or certain new subjects or topics that could be favorable for you, and it could play a vital role in your work as well. At a mental level, you need to accept the change that is coming and avoid staying in a denial or a resistance mode. If you accept the change, if you start exploring, you would see the positive sides of this change as well. During this transit, your 11th house and your 3rd house are likely to demonstrate positive results, which means that there are gains which are there, but those gains would require you to put more efforts. You get something, you should not be complacent of it. You need to put more efforts in order to ensure that you're able to sustain those gains, you're able to continue. So it is time to step out of your comfort zone, embrace change and transform yourself. Overall, it is a mixed transit, but I wish you the very best. Let's now talk about Aquarius ascendants. For Aquarius ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 7th house, which is the house of relationship, partnership, marriage, business, those people who are opposite to you. And it is making a transit in the 7th house itself. From here, Sun is aspecting your ascendant or the 1st house, where you have your Lagna Lord, Saturn. Lagna Lord and Sun are having a mutual aspect, so make sure you understand these energies. Sun demands you to put focus on yourself that you might have lost in the last few weeks. It is time to get up and focus on your well-being, your health, your vitality, your own transformation in terms of your body and physical appearance. If you do that, there is no stopping of success. But if you still struggle, there could be challenges for yourself during this time. Now, 7th house is not the most comfortable position for the Sun, because Sun likes to rise from the east, which is the 1st house. 7th house is opposite, which is the west, where Sun sets. So you need to stay consistent in terms of whatever you're doing. Rise early. That is the most important remedy for you during this time. One thing that you must do during this time is avoid staying in the bed till late, and most importantly, an afternoon nap or sleeping in the day is a big no during this time. If you do that, you are playing with your own better transformation. The only way resources will favor you if you put your acts together, if you get back into a positive routine by putting a lot of focus on yourself. During this transit, take support of your partner or take support of those who you work with, people who are opposite to you, or if you have business partnership with someone. You're likely to make certain important decisions for your own business, but then you need to be in a refreshed mode, in a relaxed mode in order to do that. You need to have good energies. You need energies of the sunrise. You don't need energies of sunset. The only way you will have good energies is if you exercise, work out, stay active. For a month, you need to focus on removing lethargy from your life and embracing activities. A lot of things that you make you feel active. Go out there, meet up with people, stay active, take a walk, exercise, eat healthy, do all of these things. During this transit, your 10th house is likely to demonstrate some sort of positive results, which means it is time for work-related transformation or certain changes. Whether it will be good, bad, depends on your ongoing dasha antardasha, but then you're likely to do some sort of research which could support your workplace. Certain learning that could be different in nature or a new subject which could help you in months to come. Overall, I would say it is a mixed transit, but make sure you stay consistent and you stay extremely active if you were to make this a positive transit. I wish you the very best. Let's talk about Pisces ascendants. For Pisces ascendants, Sun becomes the ruler of the 6th house and it's making a transit in the 6th house itself. I mentioned this previously. Sun's transit in the 6th house is mostly positive. This rules your daily routine, competition, debts and diseases. It also rules job, because we see job from the 6th house itself. We also see intelligence from the 6th house. because that is something which helps you overcome competition. From here, Sun is aspecting the 12th house. Sun desires self-consciousness. You need to increase that to support yourself in competitive activities. Sun desires you to help people in need, to give that you can in your capacity. Sun also desires you to focus on your sleep, which can support your well-being. The message of the 6th house transit is to focus on your daily routine. Fix your daily routine. Demonstrate consistency in your daily routine. If you're doing tasks, make sure that you have a planner, you maintain a timetable, or you plan your day very well so that you can make better, consistent decisions and you can act in a manner that could make you successful at your workplace or in a new job. Because during this transit, getting a new job or applying for a new job could be extremely favorable if your Dasha Antardasha is supportive. You can expect some sort of progress in your interactions or maybe in an interview that is lined up to move forward to the next stage in case the other conditions are supportive. So make sure that you make the most of it. You're likely to emerge victorious in any competitive activities or where there are other people involved. But at the same time, don't let your ego get into your head. Stay humble. Practice humility. Meditation and yoga could really help during this time for you to channelize your energies in the right direction. During this transit, your 9th house and your 1st house are likely to demonstrate positive results, which means fortune will favor, higher learning will favor to ensure that you become a better person, a better personality, and which can make you successful in your future endeavors. So it is a positive transit and I wish you the very best. This was all about Sun's transit in its own sign of Leo, which is overall a very important transit for all of us. Once again, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, share this video with your friends and spread the awareness. I hope Sun, Surya Devta's transit in the very powerful sign of Leo gives us knowledge, wisdom, enough resources so we can create wealth, we can create a progressive future environment. God bless you all. Thank you very much.